It's 8 a.m. Monday morning. After a long weekend not making any progress on his genre thriller, Steve is back in his home office. He has checked the river levels. No improvement, continuous disimprovement more like. And now he opens an email that was sent by Maris at 4:55 on Friday. Good news, it does not begin. Having just returned from taking his dog Willie for a walk, Jeff, with a J and one F, is calling.
Oh, fuck.
I hope you're on top of your meds this week.
Oh, yes, I have a home delivery service now, so I'm good, except for the ones these men won't send me. Enough of me. Do you have the fan ready?
Not a fan of this.
Foregone income.
Core team values. These measures will be taken to minimize the need for even tougher decisions. Meeting on Panopto at 9 for all subheads of all subdivisions.
Foregone conclusion.
Well, at least Robot got Panopto fixed in time.
Only an hour after Headroom crashed for good. Didn't anyone in finance settlement and betterment notice the international market was crashing and that we were losing out to the Germans?
Well, they started cross-cultural mandatory training back in 41. You know the rules, Jeff. Don't mention the deficit. I mentioned it once, but I thought I'd got away with it.
Everyone knows the FSB's systems are faulty. No one believes the figures until everything somehow balances out at the end of the year. Things were better when we had the Mick Auber system.
What the dickens, Chaz? That was legacy software.
Still, the Perrin toolkit is bollocks. What's the point in measuring rise and fall over a 6-week series? Perineum toolkit more like.
Well, as Maris says, we are where we are.
It is what it is. See you in the meeting.
10 a.m. Steve's pussy has left the room. Jeff is calling. Okay, we'd better craft the email. I've got a Share Prime doc open. Hop on board.
I'm in. Here goes. Dear bastard former colleagues.
Dear team.
Yes, much better.
As you will have seen in the past few months,
If you've been paying any fucking attention.
the market for our particular products
The steaming crap you serve our client.
has been suffering from the vagaries of market demand.
The Bard has rendered you pointless.
As a result, we are having to look closely at all financial commitments for the coming year.
The time has come to rearrange some deck chairs, which have sadly been covered with German towels.
We are now developing plans to mitigate the shortfall. We will do everything to minimize any impact on staff. These measures will be taken to minimize the need for even tougher decisions. If we do need to make reductions, we will be looking to do so in a targeted way, driven by data, to protect as much of our community as possible.
Ah, wonderful. Wonderbar. No notes here. Chuck it out on the Major Domo, see what spins out.
Pause. Time for some serious reflection for Heraclitus about change management. It is 2 p.m. Steve is sitting in his office, home, his head in his hands. Radio 3 Unwind is playing. Must check the levels. Jeff is calling. Hi, Jeff. Just finishing my Eva prawn sandwich. I take it you're calling to tell me your inbox is overflowing as well?
Top-down management, they shout. They were not consulted, they scream. Absolute caps lock fest.
I can't even get to the bottom line of some of them.
And yet, it's all about the bottom line.
End of the line for some. You'll have seen the follow-up from Maris.
Nope, missed that.
They're bringing in Waterhouse Price to consult on the change management.
How about a change of management, whatever the price? Have you checked the levels?
Not for an hour or so.
I tell you who's for the chop, no question.
Me? You?
No, the Space Cadet.
The who? Is that some in-joke I missed?
The Space Cadet is Uli, the bloke whose job is to check space usage in the building. There's been no one in there for a month since the river burst the bank.
Yeah, I can't see us getting back in the office if we get a second series. Well, at least Ollie can record the absence of humanity if he still has a job.
Perhaps he could be redeployed to check the spirit levels.
Right, what's the plan?
Just ignore the emails. Send the message like you'd never received them. Everyone's inbox will be flooded. All news gets buried, good or bad. Move on.
What's next?
I think the doctor arrives and escorts us from the premises, our sore heads in a bandage.
All good, it can go now. Friday 5 to 5, on the dot. We are done here. Have a good weekend. Have a good weekend.